Stay a while and listen.
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue once again with Banner of the Maid. So I was told that the game I was able to basically get into the English translation version of the game before it fully released and was officially out by using a special beta code or whatever. Anyway, I was supposed to be able to continue that save through, and I was a little hesitant because every once in a while I've done that and it reset on me, and this game it actually did reset on me. So I'd been kind of hesitant to continue until I was a little bit more sure of how, the save was going to work. So once the game fully released, here we are. I decided to give it a shot, and sure enough I had to basically replay the first episode. Not a big deal, but it happened. It's a thing. Combat animation. Just curious. So, it is what it is. Alright, so we have our girl over here, Pauline. Pauline Bonaparte, I believe. Attack, inspire, item, exchange. What does that mean? Experimental musket. Musket with long range attack, hard to be chase attacked, enemy speed -2. Okay. Inspire. Oh. What did that do? Alright, I guess I'll wait. It's a military cap of one of our soldiers, and it was hit by several bullets. It seems that the front line has expanded to this town. The port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet any friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Pauline received the broken military hat. Did she put it on her head? No? Maybe? Alright, I'm going to head over here. And it looks like we have a rifle. Okay, so it looks like we have some ways to attack. How big's my range? Oh, it's like point blank. Alright, I have bread. So that's kind of a thing. Alright, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to do 10 damage. You have 20 HP. You're only going to do 3 back to me. And it doesn't look like if we attack first that they lose any damage based off of my attacks. So they're always going to do 3. I'm always going to do 10. Let's go get them. Yeah. Alright, so we drop those fools. Terrains. The battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstruct their movement. For example, it's harder to move through ponds in the town, and fighting in ponds reduces your chance of dodging enemies' attacks. They're currently in a pond. Is there a way for me to get past the pond? I can get into the pond too, and then we're both on the same ground. Well, don't advance rashly. Just okay. I'm just curious. Can we put on the hat? No. In this basket is a bundle of fleurs de lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body. Seems to be some civilian who didn't have time to evacuate. It is not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. Received iris basket. Sent to warehouse. Alright. Alright, so how much HP do I have? I have 20. Yeah. You know what, let's give it a shot. We'll tag with the rifle. Why not? Prepare for battle. Fury! So we're less likely to dodge, so are they. They're gonna attack us, we're gonna attack them back. It's gonna be fine. Probably. Probably fine. Our HP is low. We may have to use the bread. Oh, we only did 8 damage. What was that? Hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When your morale counter is full, you can use the heroic attack command. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance, as well as grants you extra experience. Interesting. Well, I'm going to shoot you down. I'm not sure why our damage dropped to 8, but maybe... Well, obviously something happened. I'm not entirely certain what. Now, do we... Oh, we actually have a little bit of range with our person. Okay, that's cool. A piece of burnt banner. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. Is my leadership good enough? I received a broken banner, and I sent it to the warehouse. Alright, so what we're going to have to do now... Oh, HP represents the organization of a troop. When it is reduced to 0, that troop will have to retreat. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items via the item command. Unlike weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up. Well, I suppose that's good to know. We're going to definitely use some bread. Gobble, gobble, baby. Gobble, gobble. Alright. Let's go here and wait. Oh, and you're stepping up to fight us. Alright. You know we're going to hit you with a heroic attack following this, right? I'm not real sure, again, why our damage dropped to 8. I don't know if our weapon had, like they were saying, something about weapon durability. Maybe that was the case. Down to 8 out of 14. Powers 5. Like, I don't know. We're going to go with heroic attack, though. Well, before we do that, let's move over here, and then we'll use our heroic attack. And hopefully we're going to do a bit more damage. We have the advantage, too. We must fight today. We must fight for today's victory will be the foundation of a better tomorrow. That's what we said. I didn't get to see what exactly happened in the combat because I was reading the dialogue. It's all good, though. Alright, we're going to go over here and we're going to chill. Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte? This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice was so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? I'm the subordinate of your brother, Charles Leclerc. Leclerc? I'm sure I'm butchering it. I'm so sorry, guys and gals. Well, just like you described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. Is that what my brother said? Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked about most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There are a few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc. Men or women, some people are born to be soldiers. Well, let's stop talking and stand here and go back to the camp first. There's an enemy line nearby, and it'll be dangerous to stay for too long. Oh, well, of course. Sound of incoming bombardment. Look out, Pauline! Well, that's not good. It's the enemy. Artillery, retreat now. Leclerc! Well, that kind of sucked. French camp, Toulon. The battle begins in 4 hours. Are you still the determined soldier that I knew? It is you. Or is it you, Brother Napoleon? I don't know. Oh, Napoleon looks different than I would have expected. Leclerc asked me to bring you a message that you owe him a big favor. And don't forget to return it later. Monsieur Leclerc? Is he alright now? His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. If I had paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory on the front line. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties. Oh, what did you expect? To get some compliments from me? Although the enemy was defeated and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't praise our victory. Should I really be considered a qualified leader? It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested that you enter the École Militaire. Am I doing something wrong? No, it was my own decision to become a soldier. Recall your original intention of joining the army, Pauline. This very moment, the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight we'll launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. It's time for this battle to end. Since Leclerc is injured, I will need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming with me? Make your decision and decide if people are unworthy of the battlefield. If you don't want to be a soldier anymore, I will arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I will stay, brother. Tell me about the battle plan. Good. Then find yourself something to eat first. You can't go the whole battlefield, or go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready. I don't know what I read when I read these extra random words that pops in. It just happens. I don't know why. I like the flow gets going, and then bloop, it all falls apart. Leclerc's injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the anguish of war. It's for this reason that we decided to join the army. Chapter 2, The Maid of Toulon. Sure. If you see messy footprints on the side of the map, that is where the reinforcements are coming from. Keep firing, the enemy's resistance is still very strong. The battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. The target of the attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the high ground, block their reinforcements and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of the battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way... Bonaparte, it's Rose. It's turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we hold off till the nighttime. This is Rose de Beaumont, the artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by the revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the Queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished amongst them. Speaking of the legend of the maids, it has been taboo for the past hundreds of years, as it's always related to witches and heresy. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country, precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefield, and the publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era where you nobles can criticize and boss around people in the army. Your responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. This man is Hubert Mondigo, or Inigo Montoya. It could be either one of those. The supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rapidly promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. Commander Bonaparte surely has his plan. Your reminder is unnecessary. Or are you trying to take credit for his work with your so-called instinct of the maid? I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition nor enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombardment on the enemy positions. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore. Pauline, you're with me. As for Monsieur Mondigo, do you want to participate in the charge with us? About that, I caught a cold on the way here, so I'm not in condition for the charge. Then you'll be commanding the artillery support. I have already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned. Well, the bombarding is crucial to the offense. I will see to it personally. The troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of an interruption. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire the soldiers' courage. Put your ability to good use, Pauline. Let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline. Understood. Sorry. Get ready for the first round of bombardment. Fire. Well, that was kind of neat. Brace yourselves. We're under fierce bombardment from the enemy. Hold the line. As long as we hold Fort Mulgrave, victory is ours. Oh boy, there's no way this goes well. A few people died, you know. We'll weed them out a little bit. The dodge chance of troops, both friendly units and enemy units, will decrease in the rain. Well, that's interesting. Units marked with ally or temporary friendly troops of our side, they won't earn EXP during battles. Units marked with calm are friendly units that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to maximize the EXP earned. Huh. Okay. I suppose that's good to know. What kind of attack do you have? Oh, you got some decent range, actually. Yeah, why not? Pew! Do they get they don't get to attack back? Yeah, I didn't think so. And I think I can attack with you? Okay. Experimental musket. Can I attack over the wall, I wonder? Oh, I can. Sweet. I do enough damage, too. Okay. I could have probably done the melee attack there. Maybe it would have been the smarter play. I don't know. I think I'll probably wait there. Keep firing! Where are they gonna hit? Okay, they're gonna hit up there. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, this guy's gonna come down. He's gonna slap our boy Napoleon. Napoleon's gonna be like, "How dare you, sir?" And he's gonna attack back. Wait, he shot twice? What? Okay. Sure. Not real sure what just happened there, but you know what? That's cool. I'm gonna wait there. Get our gal pal up a little bit further. I'm gonna try an inspiration. Still not sure what that does, but I'm gonna inspire people. It's what I do. Pay attention to the target's area. Fire faster. Dang it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's that man with the messy hair? And who's that young lady? Could she be just like Lady Wellesley? Sure. Or maybe not. I don't know. Are you gonna come down and play? No? I'm for sure that dude was gonna come down and do something. Not bad, the bombardment is going well, and Rose's arrangement is trustworthy. However, our enemy is very tenacious. Pauline, can you still hold on? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy defense. My ability, I can maximize the courage of my soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. Although I got only one shot at the moment, now is the most critical time of the battle. Understood. Pauline's inspiration command will increase the damage done in a short period. Once you use a command skill, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue an order of attack or wait to finish your action. So I should have done that last time around. So yeah, mistakes might have been made a little bit of mistake madeage. And we'll wait there. Send a good old Napoleon over here. Put you there. Alright, see what's up. I probably got one more bombardment coming. It's the last round of attacks. Fire! Boom. The position is almost lost. It was exactly like what Lady Wellesley said. The French will become our greatest threat. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that will sweep across the continent. Okay, that was interesting. Alright, I'm going to go here. I'm going to attack with some round shot. Boom. Put you on notice. Gonna scoot right up in front of your face, and I'm going to try and attack. And it looks like I should do enough damage, like easily enough damage. Yeah, get out of here. Alright, onward we go. Nothing left from our allies. Just the last little bits of stuff that we got to do. Alright, I'm gonna move her to the front lines. That should be fine. We should get attacked and then counterattack. I'm assuming, yeah. Here it comes. Shot for 5. Counterattack for 12. And then I think maybe we get 2 attacks? Yeah, we do. Alright, that was cool. Alright, I'm gonna move here. Experimental musket. I think I can just wait there and I should be fine. Wait here. I think I'm gonna attack from here. I think I can, yeah, I can still land this shot. Boom. There it is. Alright, I think we end them after this turn. It's feeling like we got this. Alright, so she gonna get shot. She gonna counter. 1 and a done. Okay. Sweet, sweet, nice. And then you can't quite reach us. And then she should be more than capable of finishing this off. We're gonna go with the heroic attack. We'll go with the regular musket. And it says we're gonna do 11 times 2. That's all we need is 11. Alright, let's crash them right here. So we did 16 as opposed to 11. Alright. And there it is. Get extra experience. We got our level up. Okay, cool. 1 to attack, 1 to defense, and 1 to HP. I'm here for it. Alright, let's get our crew up to the spots they need to be at, and let's finish this map off. This mission. Alright, not bad. We did it! Unbelievable. Although you're just temporarily taking command, you fought with such bravery. As impressive as your brother said. You've overpraised me. You've overpraised me. It seems to be my ability or something, making the soldiers become, in comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command were truly impeccable. It's rumored that you know every detail of the terrain, no matter where you're fighting. Seems that it's no exaggeration. Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur Hubert's strategic commanding, right? You're totally not the same as they said. Everyone thought that the maid of the royal family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Rose, the situations on the other fronts are still unclear. Tell the artillery to catch up quickly and attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers, ready to cannons! Your Excellency, it's the bombarding of the French! It seems that Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Aye, aye, ma'am. This should be sufficient to force those stubborn old men to make up their minds and wage war against France. The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity and defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some long-term discussions. Wundle plus Wundle equals Toodles. And you be gone and up out. Dear Lord. Seriously? La victoire est à nous. I got nothing. I'm sure that's completely wrong. Combat Unit 1. Okay, what took us 8 turns. We defeated 20 enemies. Did we? I guess with the cannons. No trophies were looted. We got 1,000 funds and a summary of 1,000. Alright, not sure what all that means, but it's all good. Pauline. I see you're here, Pauline. Well, I can see the whole view of Toulon from here. Take a good look. This is the city we've liberated. Brother, how could you be so determined to implement a battle plan like this? In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might not have had enough time to occupy Fort Mulgrave. You're right, we were lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. I, for one, can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle while soldiers fighting with their lives. Maybe I'm not qualified to be a commander at all. Pauline, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death? More painful? To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. And this is happening every day in the war. I believe that I'm the best choice that soldiers could possibly have, so I never hesitate when making decisions. But if I could come up with better plans... Pauline, did the instructors of the École Militaire not tell you? The talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield in order for them to blossom. Before that day, the soldiers who died under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Do you remember our snowball fights back in Corsica? You won 35 times, I won 20 times. You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit. Brother, so much for the gossip. I have to go prepare my personal report for Paris. Otherwise, God knows what Hubert will say. With this victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated, and a flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All this started with a revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of a woman, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. Alright, sure, yeah, no, that's cool. Prelude, the Maid of Toulon, Fin. Alright, 2 months later, Paris, France. Hustle and bustle of the streets. Paris is still the same city that is so lively even at this hour. Malmaison Cafe. According to the map, I'm in the right place, but I don't see any signboard with his name nearby, or with this name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military merits and the recommendation of the revolutionists. I also received an invitation from the royal family to come to Paris to receive my something. My brother asked me to find a cafe ran by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being. We all heard that your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. No one can protect you here, or the guillotine if you prefer. That's right, drive them out. This used to be our home. This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel. That's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? And don't blame me if I have to remind you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris. Don't believe her nonsense. These people have been locked in prison with her husband long ago. Those people. Get out of here, you serpent. Tut tut. This is getting ugly. This must be the Malmaison Cafe. Are you Madame de... Oh gosh. Harnace? Oh gosh, why does it have to be so difficult? My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written you about my visit. Napoleon, you must be... Stop wasting time already. Someone help me throw her out. Hey you, don't do anything stupid. Rogues on the street looking for trouble. Seems that a fight is inevitable. Waves her sword. Stop it now. Are you people not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? Oh god. An aged woman? Ouch. Who is this young lady? Wait, she seems to be wearing a military uniform. That said, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing this. Come with me to the cafe now. What did she say? Pauline Bonaparte? It's the Maid of Toulon. Dang it. What trouble have you gotten us into? I'm done with it. Hey, old man, you better watch it. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also, my swordsmanship, which was taught by my instructor, Dion. Maybe Dion Sanders? I don't know. But the Maid of Toulon? What are they talking about? They must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my salon cut a lot of business from them when it was booming. Sorry once again, folks. I'm not going to even attempt to read whatever that first thing says. My brother should have mentioned it in his letters. I apologize if I'm bothering you by living here during my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine. So you're Napoleon's sister. Excuse me. My brother clearly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is it so run down? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here. Now, did I? What? What do you mean? It seems that you still don't know it, that your story is spread all over Paris. The flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon, and the Maid of France that's equal to Rose de Beaumont? Something like that. What is going on here? I obviously didn't. In short, you're already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it's okay to lend you a room here, but you'll have to help me out. Oh, of course, anything that I can do. Then join my Club des Malmaisons and be my adjuvant? Is that like an adjutant? What? It was a small organization that I gathered by hosting the salon here. It was quite popular in the past. Although, as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was gradually deserted. I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. I'm sorry, I can't stay in Paris for too long, and I don't know much about social... That you don't have to worry about. The rising stars in the army, just like you, are the best political signboard. Just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you'll just have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you're tasked with by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. And keeping a good relation with other factions would also benefit you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots, or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. Then I'll stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please don't hesitate to tell me. Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course, my brother said that you're a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with a decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there's a room available upstairs. It used to be my husband's room. You can live there for the time being. It's already quite late today, so go get some rest. Location Malmaison Salon has been unlocked. Saloon. The faction Malmaisons has been unlocked. Well, you know, there's a tremendous amount of story that I wasn't really expecting, and it's killing my timing for my videos because I was hoping to end this about 5 minutes ago, but we've been stuck in dialogue for like the last 15, so... On the second floor of the Malmaison Cafe, listening to the sound of the carriages and occasionally passing by the window, I recall my life in the École Militaire. According to Josephine's instruction, Paris had changed a lot compared to the days when I was in the militaire. The Feuillants, oh boy, led by the commander-in-chief of the army, Gilbert de Motier de Lafayette. Yep, renownedly known as Marquis de Lafayette. Sure. Or Marquis de Lafayette. And the implementing constitutional monarchy are now the main authorities. And the king's declaration of supporting the revolution had won over many supporters of the royal family among the common folk and nobles outside Paris. Because their political views matched the voices of the people, the prestige of the Jacobins... The Jacobins? Jacobins? Sure. It's a weird... It's fine. Jacobins is rising. My brother is among them too. Or the Jacobins. Call them the Jacobins. I like that better. Or the Jacobins. I got nothing. The situation continues to change, and all factions are trying to win the support of the Parisian citizens. Citizens of Paris? Parisian? Sure. I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in the École Militaire. Eugenie, Cosette, sure, Charlotte. I wonder how they're all doing now. I met them, said farewell, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed the soldiers die under our banner. I tasted victory and pain. I thought about giving up my identity of being a soldier. But eventually I stayed, not only because of my the persuasion of my brother and others, but also because of my own pursuit. When I'm on the battlefield, I have a special ability to inspire soldiers with courage and to motivate them to move forward. As if I can naturally win their trust, although I still don't know where this ability comes from. And because of this, I can't take the responsibility of a commander as decisively as my brother. There are still a few days before the banquet held by the royal family. Till then, what should I do with my free time in Paris? I should enter the menu. Yay, I got a menu. Alright guys and gals, we'll continue with the dialogue and learning and all the stuff that we got to do. We'll see how we can do things between missions and battles and stuff. And hopefully we'll find like ways to like upgrade our characters and all that stuff. I don't know how it's all going to work out. So far I'm intrigued. Like I said, this is very heavily story driven, way more than I was expecting. And unfortunately it's in well, like French Revolution times, so pronunciation's going to be terrible at the very best. So you can enjoy that. Alright folks, until the very next episode, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.